Alright, on this video we're going to go over what is it that you need to add now to make it look like a sign, like a coming soon sign. Now notice that from the previous videos, now I don't have that extra space there. Um, I changed it back to the size you have it just so you can see the steps that we need to do. So right now your artboard, it's 11 by 17. That's what we have started with. We're going to make it 11 by 20, I believe. Yes, 11 by 20. If I'm not mistaken, 11 by 22. I'll double check right now. Yeah, I think it's 20. Well, let me see it real quick. No, 22. It's going to be 11 by 22. Yes. All right. So first of all, before we add the information, we need to make the artboard bigger. Like I told you before, this is what prints. So if I were to add that right there, even though I can see it in Illustrator, well, this will not print because my artboard ends right there. So all this stuff that I did, it's useless. So before we go over that, you need to, let me turn it back off. There you go. Before you do that, you need to um, make the artboard bigger. To do that, go to Properties. All right, and then here there's a little button that says Edit Artboards. All right, we only have one artboard. You can have several artboards, but in our case, we only have one. So we're gonna click on it. When you do that, this opens. Also, you can do it through the icon here, right? Artboard tools. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna extend the artboard to our right. Two ways that we can do it. One would be to come to the width and height and change the width to 22. Okay, and what that does, it makes the artboard 22. The only thing is that it adds those extra inches, half to the left, half to the right, which is no big deal because you can just grab it. Oops, never mind. You can grab the artboard, actually grabs everything, um, or grab it from here, pull it in, and then pull it out again. So it kind of gets kind of messy. So in other words, see now it changed again. So let's say I now put a 22 again, add it to the left. So I have to bring this one in and then do it again, 22. And so it could get kind of a little bit kind of messed up. So the other way of doing this would be, go back, before you go to edit artboard, add a guide. These are guides. Let me get rid of them just so you can see how we add them. View, smart guides, get rid of them. Oops, not clear. Smart guides, no, don't lock them. There should be one here that says clear, hide, release, clear. I select them. Oh, you know what? I cannot because they're probably inside one of these layers. So let me unlock everything. There we go. So I'm gonna get rid of them like that. Okay. So just so you guys can see what is it that I'm doing. All right. So you can use guidelines. If you don't have the ruler open, you can do Control R. So if you have it like this right now, just press Control R and that opens the ruler. Or you can go to View and somewhere here, ruler right there. You can show rulers. Or no, show. It should be here. Right now it says hide because I have them on. So if you don't have them on, you can go also to View, Ruler, Show Rulers. Okay. Now it might be that you have let me use that. Okay. I unlocked it because everything was locked, so it was giving me that it couldn't do anything. So now that we have guides, okay. Now these, it might be that you might have them on points. If you go like that, well, my artboard is not 1,224 inches. Well, no, because the ruler that they're using here is points. So just right click on the ruler and set it to inches. So now you can see your artboard, it's 17 right there by 11. See 0 and it goes out to 11 right there. Now if you can't see 11, just zoom in and then you'll be able to see it. 11 by 17. Okay, so I guess the fastest way of doing this would be to add a guide. And to add a guide, you just click on the ruler, Let's say I want to add a guide right here at 22. That way I can stretch my artboard to 22. So you can just click and drag. So I'm going to click on the ruler, drag it to the right, and notice the guide that it's doing, and then use the top ruler, okay, and set it at 22. Once you have it at 22, just release, and there you go. It's a guide. This right here, they don't print. It's just for visual purposes. All right. So now from here, it will be a lot easier for me to go. Now I'm gonna try it this way. Again, you can do it through Properties, Edit Artboard, so you can just click on this button, whichever you want. Okay. Again, you can do it through here, or you can also do it through here. So now that I know where my guide is, I'm gonna change the height. All right. And if I change it here, it adds to both sides. So what I'm gonna do is just grab it and pull it out up to where that guide is. Now, let me show you something else. I'm gonna put it there for now. If you go to Window, it's Viewer Window, Snap to Grid. There's some options here, and I'm gonna put Snap to Grid. I think that should be the one. All right. So when you do that, now if I edit the artboard, it's gonna snap. See how it jumps to it? It's gonna snap right on the guide that I have, and that's what I want. Actually didn't. Oh, never mind. That's not the option. Let's go back. Get rid of that one. Snap to grid. Show grid. Smart guides. Guide weight. There. Kind of stops where it should. Okay, so now you know that it's the size that you want it. Actually, it's not, so let's do it again. Pull it right where it should, find the middle, and put it right there. There we go. So there you go. So now it's 11 by 22. Okay, now that you have it the size that you want, that's going to be the size of our work. It's our design. It's 11 by 22. Now, in my case, I decided, because that's the way I want to do it, to add the information on the right, and we went over this in class. What is there you need to add? Well, you need to add right here. So I did a new layer, and I called it type, because that's where I'm going to put all my information. My type, it's like text. So I did a new layer, put it on top, and there's where I added all my information. First of all, I added a box right there. Let me unlock it. Because I didn't want to see white, so I added a box, a shape with this. You know how to do that. And then I put my information on top, and that's the next thing I'm gonna show you. But before I continue, let me show you what's the idea behind this. The idea behind this is to create. You guys did a rendering, of course, a little different than this. But the whole idea is I don't want to just see the rendering. I want to see the whole sign. Again, this is just ideas. I went online. So it's to create like a poster or a sign, a coming soon sign that will be placed outside the building, right? Where it's being built or where before they open, just to promote that building. What is it? What's coming? So you as a designer, it's your duty to design it. In my case, again, I decided to add the information on the right. You don't have to. You want to add the information. You want to put the renderings in the middle and on both sides that information. It's up to you. You want to put the information on the left instead of the right. It's up to you. You want to tweak it and put the information in the middle. Again, it's up to you. All right. So if you go to the internet, you get some ideas. Like this one has the rendering there. Some text on top. Some text on the bottom. Now this is different, but notice you can have curved lines there. They have to be straight. Let's look at this one here. Oh, that was one. Let's look at this one. Again, see solid in the back, coming soon. And then you have the rendering. It's just information. Like this one. See this one? The image is going all the way across from edge to edge. This one, no, they just created like a window there to show the image. And then they have text or the information there. So something like this. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So you want to go online and get ideas. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, now what information are you going to add? All right, so it's something like this that you're doing. So get ideas. Again, you're the designer. It has to look appealing. You're driving through there. You have a couple of seconds to grab the whoever's driving the attention of them. So if it's too complicated, or if it's too busy, or um, it's too a lot of text or a lot of information, or you have to be when you design, you have to be very careful, especially with graphic design, and that's part of the class, or what I'm trying to go over with you guys in this project dealing with architectural illustration. So again, so it has to be appealing, clean, nice to look at, something that will make you look at it, understand what it is. Well, first of all, something that will catch your attention to turn to it, and then once it catches your attention, give the information very precise, very thorough. And again, you only have, if you're driving, you have a couple of seconds to get the information. You cannot stop there and read everything, so it has to be to the point. So, for example, what's that one? That one, see, it has the rendering there. Nice use of text, nice big and bold. All right, so again, to get the information across. Now, going back to our project. This is our project. Let me go ahead and turn everything on. So the idea is that there's a restaurant that is coming, all right? And the restaurant is, we did a rendering on the front elevation and then the floor plan, okay? So we're gonna create this sign to promote this building. Now, the student that designed this building for one of my other classes, he called it like this. Athens, I guess that's how you spell it or how you say it. Bar, grill, and shops. So that's the name. Uh, he didn't do the logo. He didn't do that logo. I made the logo. He only gave it a name. So you have to come up with using that name, Athens Bar, Grill, and Shops. That's the name of the business. You have to make it into a logo. In my case, I decided to create a logo like this. The font that I use, it's up to you. The way you put it, it's up to you. It doesn't have to be the way I have it. You're design the logo for it as you wish. And in the other video, I'm going to show you how to do the text because it's getting too long. Okay, so first you have to come up with a logo with that name. It doesn't have to be the font that I have. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I have it. You decide. Okay, so go online look for logos or business logos, see what you come up with. Now, and again, these are just shapes. These right here are just shapes that I did. And you can do shapes. You know how to do shapes. Now, what information you're going to have? Well, 3 sections. On one section, and again, it doesn't have to be the way I have it. But one section you're going to have, when is it coming? All right? It could, in my case, I put save the date, 12/14/18. That's when it's going to open. You could put here coming soon, fall 2018, or spring or December or January of 2019. Opening soon, whatever you want, as long as you give it information on when is this business going to open. All right, because again, you're designing, you want people to show up, so you have to give them when is it going to be open. All right, so that's one thing. It doesn't have to be the way I have it. Get creative. See, I put save the date, and I made some just tweak some stuff there so it's not as boring. And I'm just going to show you how to do that with text in the other video. So a section for when is it opening. Okay, it doesn't have to be on top. It could be in the middle. It could be at the bottom. It's up to you. It could be on the side. Maybe you can put it here, like with a star, like a bubble, popping it out. When is it coming soon? Whatever day. Okay, so that's one. 2, you have to give an explanation of what is it that I'm gonna find in this building. Okay, and then with a catchy phrase. So in this building, we have seen it. So in this building, what we have the store and the music area where they can practice. We have a stage where they can sing. We have like a lounge. We have the bar, and here there's some seats there where they can listen to music. We have a bar, and then we have a restaurant. So either you can come and play, you can shop here, the merchandise for music. You can go listen to music or sing or perform. You can have a drink, or you can have a meal. So that's what I'm finding on this restaurant. So I'm going to give the information to whoever sees this poster. I'm going to tell them what is it they're going to find. But I decided to use images. You don't have to again. This is my decision. I decided to do that. So I added beer, a fork. Somebody says this, they know it's beer. Say this, they know it's to eat. This, shop, this, music, and sing. So what do we have here? We have a stage where you can come and sing or practice music. We have, in other words, just by this, you know that you can shop, you can have a drink, or you can eat. I decided to do it like this. You don't have to. You can maybe label them, best place to, the best wings in town, or whatever. Shop while you eat, whatever. As long as you give the information. I decided again to do this. If you want to do something like this, go for it. And basically what I did on the background that I added, I just added those circles, put them, and then added this image on top. The way I did these, it's exactly the same steps you did for your people. Just find them, bring them in, trace them, get rid of the white, and put them where they go. That way they're crisp. All right? And they're not pixel. Okay. So, you need to have, when is it coming, a catchy phrase, and what is it that you're going to find in this place. Now, for the catchy phrase, it's up to you. This just popped into my head. One size fits all. I just scratch that and put one place fits all. And I change the color. And I'll show you how to do that with text. And then I put the logo there. So you need to have the logo. And then at the bottom, you have to have your information. Illustration by, your name, the class, and then me, instructor Mr. Valdez. Okay? I decided to put some lines there just to break it. All right, and it does make a difference. I'm going to get rid of them just so you can see. And I'll just bring them back. There again, like I told you before, they're the minor things that make a difference. So if I get rid of them, kind of gets lost, right? It's kind of a lot. It gets busy. But just by adding those two lines, it makes a difference. Now you can visually, you can break the information. So there are the little things there that makes it a design. All right, so now you know what is it that you need to do. We need to do a logo with that name. It's up to you how you do it. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do text. When is it coming? What is it? What can I find in this business, and give a catchy phrase, the logo, and your information. Now here I also added, since it was a lot of sky, I added the logo up here, and I just put these are just shapes. You know how to do shapes. See, that's a shape, and then I added another section to it, and then with a Pathfinder, I put add or unite. Same steps you did when you were doing the floor. You were uniting the different sections or shapes. Okay, so all that you have done. What you have not done is the text, and I'm going to show you that one in the next video. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. Again, doesn't have to be the way I have it. As a matter of fact, I actually looking forward to see what is it that you do. Now, I want you to do a very, very, very good job with it. If there's something you want to do, but you cannot figure it out, send me a text, or not a text, I'm sorry, send me an email, or just go online and Google or YouTube how to tutorials in Illustrator, how to add text in Illustrator, how to change text in Illustrator, and there's a lot of information you can use. Okay, so that's it for this video. This is what you need to do. Now, next video, I'm going to show you how to play with text.